What's up, fellow two-wheelers? Last week I finally got a chance to ride the new 2018 Fat Bob, and I'm finally getting around to posting a review after my first ride. If you watched the video on my first impressions, you know that I didn't like the scuba mask headlight, as one of the viewers called it, and some of the other options. But I'm trying to keep an open mind and give you guys some honest feedback. Here's what I thought. The first thing that catches my eye on this bike is the optional 114 cubic inch Milwaukee 8, the ugly headlight, dual disc brakes, and an oil cooler between the front frame tubes. And if I squint, I can kind of see a Harley in there. The finish on the Milwaukee 8 is definitely an improvement from the twin cam. Some parts on the twin cam that were polished aluminum, like the lifter block cover and the lower rocker box, are now chromed out. They also moved the coil between the two cylinders, which was a common modification on older models. I was happy to see that the new engine, although completely redesigned, wasn't counterbalanced perfectly and still has that signature Harley shake. I also really liked the Tac Speedo combo, which was an aftermarket upgrade on the previous models. They replaced the Jiffy stand with a smaller kickstand that keeps the bike more upright and is much easier to lift off the stand. Unfortunately, she doesn't look great from behind. I'm just not a fan of the squared off rear fender. Suspension is new in the front and rear. The Fat Bob is the only Harley that comes with an inverted front fork. This is a big upgrade from the mushy front ends of Dynas and Softails of the past. The rear monoshock is also entirely new. Its adjustable preload is great if you switch between solo and two-up riding. The jury's still out on the monoshock for me though. We'll see what the aftermarket community comes up with to upgrade this shock. The feeling you get when riding this bike is that you're on top of the front end. There's just not a lot of bike out in front of you. There's only a 1 degree difference in rake between this and my Street Bob, but it definitely feels different. The frame feels compact. And if you compare my leg position on the stock forward controls on the Fat Bob to the mid controls on my Dyna, you can see that there isn't a big difference. Not good news for tall people. This is definitely not your dad's Harley. Does it feel like your old Dyna or Softail? Not a chance. So the bottom line is this bike never really stood a chance with me. I think there's a big market out there for a bike like this, maybe for people that wouldn't normally buy a Harley. You know the people, the ones that don't understand that lighter, faster, more fuel efficient isn't for everybody. That said, this thing has a ton of torque, and I know with the right set of pipes it has the potential to sound mean. You take this drivetrain and put it in the right bike and it could be the bike that appeals to me. Maybe that's the new Street Bob. Next week I hope to take the Street Bob for a test ride, and I'll get back to you and let you know if that's the future for me. If you guys get a chance to ride one of these bikes, please comment below, let me know what you think. Until then, I'm Chainsaw from Granite City Riders. Thanks for watching.